The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Brady now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Flush to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. Past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Jones, another shot here after the pick six.
To Barkley on the check down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Throwing Jones.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jones on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
They'll roll him out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 42 yards.
And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Jones now throwing on 1st down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First down, here's White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. These two teams all tied after one. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fournette will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Brady will sneak it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Brady's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and a yard. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Now Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now Jones on first and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. But I think the ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they'll have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second and 10, Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On fourth down, Jones looking for Shepard deep.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to give the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Brady on third down.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
The final shot before half for Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They're going to try and throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
He had already had an interception earlier. Now, Charles, he says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back for the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. He's at the 50. The 30.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. To throw, it's Brady. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
From the 27, Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in the first.
Looking to throw, Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
To Evans on the slant.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Flushed out right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
He'll try and throw for it here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones to Barkley on the check down.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Jones throwing for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That throw by Brady incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And Brady's throw there incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Slant route to Miller.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Brady to throw again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Barkley inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Jones looking around. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To throw is Brady. This is caught by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Brady to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lot.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
The
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Jones. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Giants win the football game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.